Hey everybody, is everybody here? I am 1 minute late. I'm trying to maneuver around my phone here, so just a second. All comments. Okay, I think I'm ready. I'm gonna have a drink. Okay, I'm ready. Are you ready? We already have somebody here. Once again, it takes my technical things a minute to boot up, so they're not booted up yet. I don't know why. You guys can come on straight on. I can't. And I'm just trying to do it right. Hey, it's Thursday. It's 5 o'clock. Hello from Arizona, and good afternoon, said someone. Until my phone comes up, I can't tell who you are. Yeah, I have to have all these things running at the same time. It just doesn't make sense, does it? Good thing we can multitask, right? I just can't talk while I do it. Come on. Upload. Boy, if somebody could tell me how to do this faster, I would be in business. I'm still not up. We have 3 of you. Ready, Freddy. How come you said that? We used to say that in college all the time. Ready, Freddy. Hello, everybody. Did we go to college together by chance? Maybe. All right. I'm going to move a few things. I feel a little awkward here. It is still not coming up. I'm not going to know who you are then, I guess. All right. Should we carry on? Should we get going? I just need to take a deep breath. You don't mind, do you? I do. I need a deep breath. Okay. To start it off, I have a joke. Went to the dentist this week. All right, we did. We actually did go to the dentist. I always told the dentist, and I've always told the dentist, and I always will tell the dentist, I'd rather have a baby than go to the dentist. Is anybody out there dentists? Dental, I've always had a big fear of dentists and having them have their hands in my mouth. I don't like it so much. I really have to psych myself out to go to the dentist. So that's why I have 8 kids. I would rather be pregnant and have a baby than go to the dentist. That's how bad it is. All right, I am not going to get you up. I am so sorry. We are never going to know who you are. Okay, no. I think I have it here, and then it disappears. Okay, it looks like we have... Oh, I am up and going. We have Mickey. Hey, Mickey, how are you? You said such a nice thing to me on Facebook today. Thank you so much. You made my day. Wow, that just made me feel so happy. And Debbie is here. She said, ready, Freddie. Okay, we didn't go to college together, but we should have done, I guess. And Lorinda from Arizona. We have Lorianne from Garden City. I didn't know you lived in Garden City, Lorianne. That's fun. And Janice from Colorado, and Debbie Johnson. Yeah, Debbie Brill, she just says, I'm the troublemaker. Yep, she is a troublemaker. No, she's not. We have Dawn from Minnesota, and Pat, and Cornelia. So happy to have you all here. First of all, oh, I was going back to the dentist. Let me get this out before I forget, because I don't like to go to the dentist. I have nice teeth, right? I've never had really problems with my teeth, which is a good thing, except for when I broke it when I fell down the mountain a year and a half ago. Coming up on my 2-year mark again. All right, guess what I always blow this jokes. Guess what a dentist calls x-rays? I'm no good at jokes. You know I'm no good at jokes. I can't do them. Okay, does anybody know what a dentist calls x-rays? X-rays. Did I stumble on that one? X-rays. What does he call them? Yep, Isla, you are on the live. And Cindy is here too. Okay, what does the dentist call x-rays? He calls them toothpicks. Did anybody get that already? Oh. Toothpicks. I don't hear anybody laughing. I don't have a peanut gallery. I don't. It's just me. Just me. Lorianne says she doesn't live in Garden City. She's just visiting while Hubs is installing lights in our pickleball court. Well, cool. Okay. All right. Was that a good enough joke? Can we carry on? First of all, my heart goes out to the East Coast. I mean, I'm sitting here. The wind has been blowing a little bit today. We were supposed to have rain at 4 o'clock this morning, but we have had really, we are so blessed to be here. And I'm watching that storm on the East Coast and thinking, oh, I am so sorry. I hope you're all safe. Did you all see the little rock I posted today, ASAP? I thought that was really cool. I just found that today, and I thought that was really, I mean, we're always saying ASAP. We don't mean that, but I think that's really cool. I hope you're okay. That's all I can say. You know, hold on to your hats. A couple of years ago, we had, and a couple of times a year, we'll have a windstorm, but not to the velocity that they're having right now. I think I saw in the news that they said it's in the top 5 storms of all time that they're getting hit with right now. And that has got to be scary. I have a grandson in West Virginia right now, and I don't think the storm's going to come close to where he is, which is nice. But I know that all those people that are right underneath it, even if the hurricane doesn't hit you straight on, you've got all that wind to deal with. And that is scary. Like I said, 2 years ago we had it, and we listened to it all night long, and we could hear it howling, we could hear things crashing. And it wasn't until we got up in the morning, and it was the most surreal thing because it was totally quiet. And yet all the trees were down. The lawn furniture was in Timbuktu. Our trampoline was wrapped around a tree. And we had so much destruction that we had to clean up, but nothing like what you guys are going through right now. So just know that we are thinking of you. Our hearts go out to you. If you will post on here every once in a while and tell us you're okay, give us a picture, give us a nod, just so that we know you're okay. Because you know what? You're real to us, and we think about you, we worry about you, and that's a scary thing you're having to go through. Because you know what? We have no control. We just sit there and it has to happen. There's nothing we can do, correct? Yeah, I mean, you're going to be out of water, cell phone service, electricity, all those things that we just need every single day. And those are things that are going to be a little bit on the line. Some of you are out of your homes right now, so darn it. I just wish you the best, okay? And we're going to keep track of you. Post on here so that we know you're okay. I had another thing I wanted to share with you because I was shopping the other day, and I realized as I was walking through the store, I was talking to myself. I thought, I can't do that. Remember when we had to wear a face mask everywhere we went? You could get away with kind of saying things softly. And we've had to stop doing that now. That's the one thing that I liked about wearing a mask, because I could talk to myself and nobody knew. So now I'm in the store, I have to say, okay, don't talk to yourself. Okay, just think it, but don't say it out loud. Nobody does that, right? Dawn, I'm in Utah. She wanted to know what state I'm in. I'm in northern Utah. I'm about 20 miles from the Idaho border. In fact, I was born a mile inside the Idaho border. Lived there for 18 years, went to high school. Did anybody see Napoleon Dynamite? That was my high school. I've never seen the movie all the way through. Didn't really like it that much. I thought it shed a weird light on Preston, so I thought, I don't think I can go there. Anyway, went to college here in Utah. Met my husband and stayed in Utah, although I'm just 20 miles away. And really, it's the same valley. So that part of Idaho thinks they're Utah anyway. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. And we have Barbara has joined us, and Maria. And did I say Isla? Isla is here too. Okay, so I have one more thing I want to share with you. And these things come to my mind, and I think, I've got to tell you what happened. It's fly season here. I don't know where they come from, but we'll get one or two in this room in here. I'll get one or two every day. I'm thinking, where are they coming from? I don't open my windows. We're kind of in a sealed room. What's going on? But I'll get one or two every day. So I have to get the fly spray out and spray because I can't stand to have them buzzing around. So one day I had my Kleenexes. I had to preface it with the fly spray so you'll know where I'm going. I had a box of Kleenexes I keep in my window. It's just right handy. It was just right there. It's not where I'm sitting now, but it was right handy where I was. I just kept that box there. If I needed them, I had a Kleenex. And I would put them up to, I thought, oh, that smells so good. That's a good Kleenex. And I tried to see what kind of the box it was. It was not branded on the outside. It was just pretty. I couldn't tell what kind it was because I thought, I want to buy these again. I love these good smelling Kleenexes. And it wasn't for about a year. It took me about a year to figure it out because I thought, oh, that is such a great smell. It's the fly spray. So I'd spray the fly spray in my room and, and shut the door to kill all the flies. And it would seep into my tissues. Is that gross or what? So I was blowing my nose with fly spray. I know, nobody does things like that, huh? So Jenna said she talks to herself all the time. She needs to go back to wearing a mask. Maybe I should be wearing a mask right now. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Well, we've covered lots of stuff already. Oh, I want to tell you something I've been doing. This is it's kind of fun. I've been doing it for a week. Now, a week doesn't tell you a lot, right? But it's called the 10-10-10 program. And it's built on the theory that you can do anything for 10 minutes. Am I right? You can do anything for 10 minutes. You can go to the dentist for 10 minutes. I wish they could work that fast. You can do anything for 10 minutes. I'm going to say, I've said that enough, right? You can do anything for 10 minutes. You can stand a smell for 10 minutes, right? I can stand fly spray for 10 minutes. So at the end of the day, when you think about what you did all day, there's probably some things you wish you would have done or that you didn't get done. All right, so this is how the program works. You pick 3 things that you would like to spend 10 minutes on every single day. And you mark them off when you've got that 10-minute done. That's a half hour. All right, that is it. Everybody's got a half hour in their day where they can squeeze it out, don't you? And 10 minutes is so easy to do. You don't have to do the half hour all at once. It can be 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. It can be all the same thing, or it can be all different things. And I picked different things because I thought, I can do anything for 10 minutes. So I've started exercising for 10 minutes. I hate to exercise, but I know if I only have to do it for 10 minutes, I can do it. And the next thing I like to do, I don't really ever have time to do. I clean my house like so often, right? You keep your house clean. My house is clean. But there's always little things that I don't get done. So every day I take 10 minutes and do one thing that will take 10 minutes because I think I only have to do this for 10 minutes, right? So I get up in the mornings and really the first thing I think about is work. What can I do today? How can I do this or do that or write this pattern, or I've got an idea in my head that I've been steaming all night long and it's boiled and it's come to a head and I need to start writing it down. I need to start making it. That's where my day starts. I get up and that's what I do. And I do it all day long. And I've started carving out 10 minutes 3 times a day for 3 different things. I love it. And not every day do I get all 3 done. Today I got all 3 done, and I'm so proud of myself. Has anybody ever tried doing things like that? It's the 10-10-10 program. I can do it. 10 minutes, I can do it. Okay, so I'll keep you posted on that one, see if it goes more than a week. All right, got to scratch, got to itch. All right, I have some new things to talk about. Tuesday, I called it as a lot, a tot. I tried on Tuesday, taste off Tuesday. I posted this as a class you could take for 30% off. Well, that expires tonight. So if this is something you kind of wanted to make, it's a pin cushion with pins up here, clips right here, and needles. Do you ever lose those needles and you think, okay, I'm going to change the needle. It's not dull yet, but I need to have a different one in. You can put them right down here. You'll have your pins, your clips, and your needles right there. So thank you for all that you have signed up for it. I really appreciate it. I really do. That's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me coming back. But if there's anybody out there that still wants to do it, This will be available until tonight, I think 11 o'clock my time. So make sure if it's something you kind of wanted to do, get on there and get it. All right, this is a fun little project. All right, let me go to the next thing. This was what we did, I think last Tuesday, a week ago Tuesday. This is our gadget bags. This was so fun to make, and it was really easy to make. This is one of those 10-minute projects on the Project on the 10s. So if you've made it, make sure you post it and tag me in it so that you can be in the drawing that starts tomorrow. I will draw in the morning because we have our Project on the 10s tomorrow. In fact, the project is sitting right back there. I've been working on cutting out the fabric for it. So that's going to be tomorrow at 10 o'clock. So if you've got these done, I've seen lots of you that do have them done, but if you haven't got yours posted yet, get it posted because we got a drawing in the morning. Okay, I have more great news. I got some Solaris Vision projects coming up. I showed you this once before. This is a tote where I have couched with the Solaris Vision. This is the new alphabet couching. I know I'm going to say that wrong. There you go. If you want to learn how to do that, this class is going to be on the 22nd of October. Let me double check that. Yep, this one is going to be on the 22nd of October. That's a Saturday. And we're going to start at 10 o'clock in the morning, my time. And we are going to go until we're done. I didn't put a time limit on this one because I thought, I don't know how long it's going to take. And because we're going to stitch out each one of these. And then we're going to make the tote, going to make it into a tote. All right? If you would like to do this with me, if you have the Solaris Vision, if you have that new upgrade that just came out, and now I know some of you bought the upgrade, but you don't have it yet, sign up for the class anyway. And please sit with me and watch with me or do whatever, because you will still learn a lot. And I'm going to offer you a discount. So if you want to do it, now's the time to do it. And this is the other class. This is the built-in design on the Solaris. We are going to do edge-to-edge quilting. We are going to do the applique sewing machine, which I really love. That is so cute. Then we're going to add lettering on the top, and you can add any lettering you want. Then we're going to bind it on machine. And Alice, you can bind yours by hand if you want to, because I know Alice really likes to do that. All right, I have to go back and read your... Oh, Dawn, will you keep me going on it? If I have to report to somebody, I'll do it much easier. But, you know, I really want to do it. I want to do it. So you guys post on it. In fact, I'll make a post, and you guys can add your things to it. Tell me what you're going to work on for 10 minutes. The 10-10-10 program. Hi, Gayla. I'm glad Gayla has joined us. All right, so this is this one's going to be on the 15th. This one is more involved. This one will take longer because we are going to walk you through how to do that edge-to-edge quilting. And it's built in on the Solaris too. If you don't have the upgrade yet, if you've purchased it, even if you haven't purchased it and you're going to purchase it, these classes will be wonderful for you. And I'm going to add that this one is a longer project. There's no time limit on it. It's going to be at 10 o'clock on the 15th. And I'm going to put pockets along the bottom. So this is going to be more involved even than what's here. All right? But you don't have to put the pockets if you don't want to. Just saying. And, oh, let me tell you about the discount. I am going to offer a discount until, I believe the discount goes until, oh, I think it goes until the 8th. I'll have to double check on that, and I will post that on there. But if you want to take that class, please jump right in so that you have that opportunity to do that. And the discount code is, you ready for this? And I think I will post about this in a few minutes because I'm sure you're not all writing it down, right? It is Vision Great Things. 3 words, no spaces, Vision Great Things. And you will get a discount on those classes if you would like to take them. I was almost going to lump them together in one day-long class, but I thought, oh, I'm going to be exhausted by the end of one project. I don't think I want to do 2. So I broke it up into 2 different classes. And maybe you don't really care for the couching. I'll tell you, if you don't care for it, try it anyway. Just give it a shot because it is so much fun. It really is. You just sit and watch it happen. And after you sign up for the class, you will get a fabric requirement for the classes. You won't get a pattern because those are built into the machine, but you'll get a fabric requirement that you will need and yarn requirement for the yarn couching. And then about a day or two before the class begins, I will send you, or you'll be able to have access to the outline, for the project. All right, it's not a pattern, it's just an outline of what we're going to do that day. All right, any questions? Hi, Marilyn and Barbara. Ooh, Barbara just got her upgrade. So yes, let me go back on this. And I'm going to double check the discount I put on there because I just did it at 3 minutes to 5 tonight, so I'm not sure what I put. This one is going to be on October 15th, okay, 10 o'clock in the morning. And they will be recorded so you can still watch them later. So if you don't have your upgrade yet, still take the class. You will learn. You could go back and watch it when you've got your upgrade. All right, and this right here is on the 22nd. And I do want to address a little bit on the upgrades. I know there's been a lot of chatter online about, well, I haven't got mine. I paid for it in August. Well, there are supply issues, that's for sure. And I know we're tired of hearing that because we've listened to it for 2 years. But it's a part of life now. There's not a whole lot you can do about it. In fact, my son's oven went out. And they went to buy a new oven. They had to order one. It's going to take a year to get it to them. They had to pay for it up front. It's going to take a year. So they had to buy just anything cheap just to get them through till the next year when their stove comes. Is that crazy? I just think it's something that we have to live with and not get too upset over it, not get too worried about it. In fact, we ordered a plow for our four-wheeler so that we can get the snow this winter and last winter because we ordered it a year and a half ago. It hasn't come yet. Hasn't come. That's the way life is, and we just have to be patient and know that there's nobody out there just holding it so you can't have it. I think they're really trying, and I think we just have to give them credit, right? Is anybody with me on that? Oh, Barbara said she just got her upgrade today. She's installed it and now waiting for the Visionary Stitches book. Did you remember I have 3 patterns in that, 3 designs in there? I think I've showed them to you before, but they're the doodle applique, which, I love. Okay, I love it. Those are in there, so make something up. Tell me what you did. Show me pictures. All right, let's talk about what we're going to talk about today. And I've actually been requested to do this, and I'm happy to do it because I love sergers. We know that. So let's talk about a serger and why you need a serger. First, let me tell you that, and this comparison has been out there before. You have an oven. Well, you have a crock pot. You have an Instapot, right? You can cook the same meal in a crock pot and an Instapot. They just cook it differently. You just have to adjust the recipe, right? But there are sometimes you just need the crock pot. The meal would taste better with a crock pot. But there's sometimes the Instapot does a much better job. So that's the same thing with a sewing machine and a serger. You got to have them both because they do different things, but they're all going to be beautiful at the end. You just might have to adjust the recipe just a little bit. Okay, let's go to the first serger. This one, I want you to imagine that instead of saying imagine right there, that it says Victory, because this is the same machine as the Victory. It's just the previous model. And this machine, the Imagine, just to tell you how wonderful these machines are, I know a lady who got hers like 30 years ago. She's still using it. It's great. These things really don't break. You've got to throw them against a wall to have them break. I mean, I know that things can happen, but if we're good to them and they're good to us, they're going to last for a really long time. So what I want to show you today is how to thread this thing. Someone said, can you show me how to thread the needles and the jet air threading? I'm going to open my little doors right there. So this is how I'm going to do my looper. And I'm probably going to be in your way just a little bit. I'll try not to. But you always snap it in the back, draw it down, And you want to take about 15 inches of thread out. And I'm going to put my little switch right there to my left looper. It's got an L down there. I'm going to put a little bit of thread right down that hole. And I'm going side saddle here. I hope I can do this. And I've got really dark thread, so I hope you can see it. Okay, I put a little bit down that hole. Now I'm going to go like this. And it didn't grab it, and I'm not sure why. Sometimes if you get fuzz on the end of it, it doesn't want to shoot through. Oh, do you know what I didn't do? The most important thing. Doing a side saddle is a little difficult. I've got to connect my pipes right here. So I'm going to push this button, and I'm going to have to turn this or I won't be able to do it. I'm going to push this button in. Someone already probably noticed I didn't do that right. And it's going to, I've got to have this over here where I can see it. Okay. You did get to see it, but I couldn't do it I couldn't sit on the table to do it. So right there, it has put my pipes together, and that means it's going to shoot the air through. So when I was doing that a minute ago, without my pipes connected, it was just blowing hot air. All right, I'm going to put that down that little hole again. And by the way, in the newer machines, they make those holes a little bit bigger. Okay, I'm going to shoot this through. It's going to come out right over here. Okay, come on. Okay, it's going to want me to be up here. So you guys are going to have to be a little patient for just a minute. I cannot do this without having the machine right in front of me. I'll tell you why, because my perspective is totally off. And I'm going to show you why. First of all, I didn't have my pipes connected, right? And you guys are probably all out there laughing at me. Tell me you were. Because everybody, we don't always do it right. I actually had it in the wrong hole. There I go. There I go. Did you see that shoot out? Okay, let's do this one. Now I'm going to snap that one into place up there, pull a little bit down, move my switch over to my upper looper, and it's going to shoot out right here. You may not be able to see this one quite as easily. And I'll try not to sit on the table again. All right, and also you can thread these in any order. If you've heard nightmares about people having to break a thread, change the threads, get the color different, and they say, oh, it's horrible because you have to unthread everything and start over. Not on these baby lock sergers. Did you see that shoot out there? It's there. It's that easy. All right, let me show you how to do the needle. Now this is going to be hard side saddle here again. I'm going to take it up and around just like that. Now this has a needle threader on it. It also, just like down here, how I had to go right and left, this is going to be left and right, just like that. Otherwise, it can't thread it, so make sure you have it in the right place. I'm going to put it down there, put my thread perpendicular to that. Oh, you know what? Okay, another important thing. Right over here, I have to line up my green lines. All right? Boy, I am batting 100 today. There I go. Now I've lined up my green lines. That means that's going to put that needle in the right position to have the needle threader work. And all I have to do is put it down like that, and it pulls that thread through. There it is. It's pulled it through. And there, this is all threaded. I've got a 3-thread overlock ready to go. And here's my stitch selector right there. I'm in B. That will give me a 3-thread overlock. So I'm going to put this little girl away, and we're going to move over to the other machine, and you can see how this one works. I just need to adjust my camera a little bit, and when I do, sometimes I accidentally turn the camera off, so I'm hoping I don't. I wish I could hear you guys talking. Maybe you're laughing at me. That's what you're doing. You're laughing, thinking, oh, that lady, she's crazy. Yes, Pat, you should love your victory. Thank you, Mickey. You're trying to tell me to close those tunnels. You know, I wasn't looking at the machine because I had it sideways to me. I couldn't even see it. So we'll try to do better on this one. All right. And my machine is really dirty. Good grief. Who's been using this, right? All right, so this one I'm going to do much the same thing, but this time I have a motor and I'm going to put it down in threading position, and you can watch that my pipes are going to close. Let me turn this and you can, oh, they close so quickly. I want you to have to work for that. Okay, I've got it down in threading position. Now I turn my hand wheel toward me. There they are. You saw those things pop into place. All right, I want to make sure that my looper is up. That is, so that's good. All right, I'm going to take, now this time I don't have to turn that switch. This one, it doesn't matter which one I've got going. I'm going to snap it into place right there. And I am going to pull about 15 inches out, put a little bit in there. Once again, I'm sideways here, and that's going to shoot out right here. Let me see if I can turn this so you can see it. Got a little tangle in my thread. There it is. There it is. You really can't see that, can you? Even though it's dark thread, you really can't see it. Okay, I'm going to bring my upper looper down. Okay, is anybody shouting at me, telling me to do something? All right, here I go, putting my upper looper in the hole. I don't really have a lot pulled out there. We'll see if it goes. And here goes the motor. There it's right there. I like my pump. That was the first serger I bought. I mean, I still have it. It's my Imagine. But now I have upgraded to the Triumph. I really don't use my Imagine very much because I've got this one. So I don't really need to. And when I do, let's see, how many threads you use? Debbie, at one time, Debbie just bought her a Triumph. Is that amazing? I love that. I'm usually sewing with 3 or 4 threads at a time. I'll go down to as little as 2. I don't usually sew with all 8, but you can do 87 different stitch combinations on this machine. 87. You're not going to do all of them. You really don't need to, but you can. I mean, I'm not going to use all 8 threads or all 5 needles at once, but I can. All right, the next thing I want to show you is how to do that needle. All right, now this one's going to be tough because I cannot see that far over. So I'm side saddle, but to the different way. Okay, let me adjust the light. Okay, let me see if that helps. All right, also with this one, I'm going to put my foot down now. Now, when you're threading these, you want to make sure your foot is up because that opens all of these discs in here. It still has tension in there. You just don't have dials. And on the Victory, the Imagine, I don't have dials. Nobody wants a dial, and nobody wants to have to thread these things. If you can skip those 2 things, it's a great machine, and that's what Baby Lock has done. Okay, when you're threading it up here, make sure your foot is up, but put your foot down when you want to go through that needle. Now here's the real trial because I don't have my glasses on, and I won't be able to see where we are. All right, I still have it in threading position. I'm going to bring down my air threaders for my needles. Do you see how those yellow things just sit right behind the needle? And that is sucking the thread through. All right, but also right up here, I have this dial. This will say cover and chain needles or overlock needles. Got to have it in the overlock if you're threading the overlock needles. Now this might be hard from where I'm at, so imagine that how wonderful it is, right? I need a little bit more thread. Okay, and I need a clean point right here. Okay, I think we're ready to roll. All right, the thing with this, I've taken the foot off so that I can see better and you can see better. I am going to just put this thread down where the needle hole is, and I'm going to push this button right here, okay? And now it will hang on to that thread and pull it through just like that. That needle is threaded now. Is that so cool? All right, there is another tool. If I have it, I don't have it handy. Oh, I do have it handy. There's another tool that comes with some of your sergers, and this is what it is right here. I'm going to show you how to use this because I really love this. Until I got this air threading, I thought this was the bomb. Right there, if I push that down, you can see that it has a little flat wire in there. And I'm not sure how well you can see it, but that wire will push the thread through the needle. Let me show you how that works. You just have to make sure that this arrow right there is either on top. You got one on both sides, so it doesn't matter which side is up. You just need to have that up. All right, so I want to create a perpendicular, need more thread, a perpendicular area to my needle hole. So I'll put that in there. My arrow is up, and then I'll come around and I will push that through. You can't really see on camera that it's pushed it through, and I actually just pulled it out. Okay, I pushed it through. I'll carefully pull my needle threader out, but it's gonna, there I go. That is how easy that is. And I know some people get frustrated and think, oh, I can't use that little thing. I tell you, I love this thing, and you will love it too once you practice with it. If this is how you thread your serger, I know the Accolade and the Evolution, this is what the tool you'll get with it, where this one has the air threading, and the Euphoria has the air threading, and the Acclaim has the air threading. But this is wonderful. This is really a wonderful tool. And it comes with the Triumph. I'll put it away. I'm going to put my foot on here. Okay, I'm going to show you that I have, I'm going to take it out of threading position because this door won't close. There I go. Now I can shut it. But I want to make sure I'm in B selection, and I'm going to show you how beautiful this stitch is. Okay, I got to look at my settings. While I was moving the machine onto the table today, I remembered that I had bumped this differential feed over here. So look, it was clear up in high, and I don't want it there. I want it right there. So let me do that again. What it was trying to do was gather it. All right, a beautiful 3-thread overlock. Now I'm going to change to 2 dials right here, and I've shown you this before, so I want you to love it though. Now I'm going to turn this into the overlock rolled hem right there, and I'm going to take that down to D. That's the only thing I have to do. On some sergers, you actually have to take a piece out to make this work, but look, that was all I did. So I have gone from a 3-thread overlock to a rolled hem. That easy, that fast. Okay, I'm going to put it back in the 3-thread overlock, and I'm going to, once again, I'm going to utilize this differential feed. I've got my stitch length on 4, my differential feed up, and I have it on a 3-thread overlock. Look at this. Did you see that shoot through? There's my ruffle. It just shot through there. Okay, yes, this is the same on the Ovation. The only thing you don't have is that you can't thread your needles. Not like I did. You're going to thread them with that cute little tool that I showed you, right? Okay, I'm going to move a few things. I know, I'm a cameraman. I'm a video man. I do all those things now. Okay, let me see if you have any questions. So Mickey said she loves to piece and sew with her Triumph. Yay, Mickey. I use the needle Angel to thread my needles. It's not what you showed us. What is the needle Angel, Mickey? I'm not familiar with that, unless that's a name I don't know. So Barbara has the Ovation. Yes, this is all the same. All right, you guys don't have very many questions. All I've got is Mickey. I want to know what that angel is. I don't have an angel. I am the angel. What can I say? I am the angel. All right, so you guys are going to tell me, I'm going to post about these two projects as soon as we finish here. And I will tell you what the discount code is again. And I don't remember when it expires, so I will look that up and let you know before. And what else do I need to tell you? Oh, you're going to tell me how you're doing on your 10-10-10s. If anybody's going to do it with me, because I need the support. I need it a lot. I can't do it on my own. Heaven forbid. Yes. All right. Okay. I don't know what, Mickey, if you haven't, maybe you could just post about it if we don't get back here. Oh, okay. She said she'll post a picture later because it really does help. Are you talking about the guide that goes in front of the... If you're talking about the guide that goes right in front of the needles when you have the air threader, is that what you're talking about? I don't use that anymore. I have a hard time using it, actually. So you're talking about the guide that goes in front of the needles. I don't even have that on my machine right now. I mean, I don't even have it easy access to it right now. It's in the box, I think. And the reason being is because whenever I'd use that, it would pull my needles back out or my threads back out. And I'm thinking, okay, getting that off after you thread the needle, sometimes it would pull the threads back out. So I don't use it. But yes, I do know what that is. And you call it an angel. That's a cute name for it. All right. All right. That is Matthew McConaughey. All right. All right. All right. Dang. Okay. Any other questions? We've covered a lot of stuff today. And I have probably divulged more of my personal crap than I should have. I kind of do that. I start talking and you're my friends, right? Except I tell you, speaking of my other friends, my ladies, I have 2 chickens that are Easter eggers. That's what they're called. They're called Easter eggers because they give different colored eggs. I have one of my Easter eggers, and it's Hawkeye. And she kind of stays away from the group. She doesn't mingle really well with the other chickens. She's starting to get more friendly to me. She's the one that tried to escape one day. She got up on the fence, and I had to go on the neighbor's property and coax her down, and she let me carry her back. I was really glad for that. But I'll tell you what she does. Now, I just figured this out. She lays green eggs, and she's an Easter egger. But here's the deal. She lives up to her name because I have to hunt for her eggs. She doesn't lay them in the nest. I've got to teach her, but I don't know how to teach her. I'll find them out. I call them the chicken run, their courtyard. I'll feed them in their courtyard some days, but she'll lay them out there in the sand. And we've got these nice little boxes for them to lay their eggs in. In fact, sometimes there's 3 chickens trying to sit on each other in one of the boxes, and we have 11 boxes. Go figure. I don't know. Chickens, they're crazy. I've looked. She doesn't let me hold her very much, but I've heard that, yeah, the color of their earlobes is the color of the egg they'll lay. And Larry and Whitey have white earlobes, definitely. You can see it. They're bright white, and they do lay white eggs. But there's so much, these are bearded chickens, so they have a lot of feathers around here and down here. So I can't even see their earlobes. And I haven't picked her up I've kind of tried to move the feathers a little bit. Can't really see. Anyway. All right, Dawn, I am going to post about those classes as soon as I finish here. Yep, I have time. It's 1:45, so I'm good. I can put that on there right now, and I will let you know what the discount code is. I'll write it down so that you guys will have that. And tomorrow morning, we are going to do Halloween-y stuff. Okay? Well, kind of. And yeah. Are you guys ready for Halloween? No, I don't want it either. But it's coming. It just is going to come whether we want it to or not. Okay, that is tomorrow, 10 o'clock Mountain Daylight Time. And I'll be back here, and we will have fun with our project on the 10s. All right, over and out. And I will see you tomorrow. Okay, everybody. And I'm going to post right now as soon as I get off. Bye-bye, everybody.